Today I'm working on my Chrysler 300. It's a 2011 300. I have a coolant leak, and I kind of find that the part is kind of commonly has a leak. It is a hose that breaks off into a T, in which the T is made out of plastic. So over time, this part kind of deteriorates. My car is at 145,000 miles. I guess it's time. This thing is coming apart easily now. And it's just a plastic T, just basically put together. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace just the T. The hoses are fine. The T has to be replaced. So what I need to do here is these little plastic pieces that are holding this thing together it's like these, just the rings with a T in the middle to form a T, all plastic. We're going to get rid of this stuff and put in a new T. Now I'm trying not to take the whole assembly out. I'm trying to just replace the T where it is. The holes, we want to make sure we have enough room to, when we put in our new T, that there's enough holes to do that. So we're going to cut as close to those old grommet type of things, those old clamps, as possible. Went out and bought this hose cutter. Now for this particular job, this is the most expensive thing I had to buy so far. Okay, finally got it out. This is what's the problem. This is where the leak was coming from. As you can see, it's just a big plastic piece. So, next thing is to install this. Now I'm going to put in that metal T. Okay. Here is the metal T that's going to go in. It's going to go in and take care of the coolant going from each of the hoses, returns all into the heater core. Okay, I've already put some clamps. You'll see I'm going to put some the clamps are on, some regular clamps that you could buy at Lowe's to put over this and make sure it's nice and sealed tight. Okay. I got some regular clamps to go on here, but one clamp got in the way. It's like tight. Now allow me to push the T in. So we have enough hose, it looks like, but it looks like also of the hoses, they're not giving a lot of room. Like I said, we cut out a couple of inches, probably a total of 3. We have to make sure that our T is in there. There we go. There. So those are the distances I was worried about. This one that goes back to the reservoir. Okay, gonna try to put this one on. Alright, it goes in. Okay, so there it goes. I'm going to clamp it up next, but that's what I wanted to get done. So that is to replace the plastic one. Okay. All the clamps are in. The part is in. The heat should be able to go through these hoses without any leaks anymore, and this should be somewhat of a permanent fix as far as that part. Like I said, the T had a plastic T that over time just wears out. This is metal. The metal is not going to wear out, and it will be able to sustain the heat that's going through it. Okay, so we're going to put some antifreeze in the system. If we probably drain the system to do this job. Like I said, I had a bunch of leaks, so I was already drained it by accident. One thing I would keep in mind, when you put the clamps on, be careful what directions they're going into. I ran into the problem that because of which direction they were headed, it was kind of hard to get a screwdriver in. So be careful which way you have the clamps going. Make sure to have a little forethought, like, hey, when I put this in, when I have to screw it, it's not going to be in an awkward spot. If you notice, the one in the far left from the screen you see right now, that is pretty low. I had to point it low because that's the only way I could reach it with the screwdriver. If I was thinking, I would turn that clamp around and it would have been pointing like the other one to its right is pointing, and which would have been easier to get to. So just a little forethought needed on that. The video that I got this information from is going to be in the body of the link. I'm also going to put in the exact part size of this T and the clamps, because I did notice that the videos I did watch told me what part to put in, but it didn't tell me what size clamp to put in. Thank God I had some help at work with this. Good luck with your work on this. God bless.